Well, what do we have here? FMF. I've been waiting for this. So this box came in UPS and they always drop it down by the barn. I don't know why they don't bring it up to the house, but I'm stoked it's here. Been kind of waiting on this, as well as some other parts for the new 2019 build. So let's open up and see what we got. Ooh, doggy. Look at that. That is looking nice. This is gnarly. That's gonna be sweet. And of course, we got the Turbinecore 2. Nice compact pipe with the spark arrestor. Guys at the racetrack like that. So this fine piece of American craftsmanship is FMF Gnarly Gold Series. And you know, you guys know about these pipes. They're amazing. The reason I went with the Gnarly is because the harder and harder stuff that we get into, the more gnarly it gets, the more low-end grunt that you need. And I'm still stubborn, sticking on the 250. I haven't moved up to the 300 yet because I like the perk of the 250 when I'm racing and when I'm riding flowy single track. It's just more agile, moves around more. But I think this Gnarly will help out that low-end grunt on those kind of gnarly hill climbs, and when you're just stuck, you're not getting traction, you know, getting out of those sticky situations is where I hope this will help. If I was going to go with the 300, I think I would get the factory fatty. I ran the factory fatty on my last 250 XC, the 2017, and it was great. I love the performance of that, but I figured the harder stuff we're getting into, I'm just going to try the Gnarly out and see if it gives me the advantage that I do think it will. So yeah, so this is the silencer I went with. They have a couple of options. I'm definitely always going to run a spark arrestor. We ride out National Forest a ton. You need them when you're racing. They stick their little thing in there. When you're camping, rangers every once in a while, they'll come around and they'll stick their little thing in there. They'll check. So just, I just want to keep it all good. And I know people that don't run spark arresters, they love the performance. They say it's way better, but whatever. I think it's fine without it. So the reason why I went with the Turbinecore 2 is it's the older design where it's like a thinner pipe, smaller pipe, and it's less to get banged up on. Let me show you on my 2017. See how this doesn't stick out that far? It's pretty compact. It's nice and clean. I like the look of it. The other ones are a lot larger, kind of more like a 4-stroke pipe, and it's just it's just a bigger piece of metal to bang up. So I like to, I'm just gonna keep it OG with this. This thing's been good for me. You can pull out these Allens and then repack it pretty easily. This Turbinecore design does not have a screen in it like you're thinking a spark arrestor does. The design of it is like I don't know, it looks like an airplane turbine, what's the name of it, but so there's no screen, so you're not supposed to have to clean it out. I have pulled it out before and burned off the carbon on it after 200 hours or something. So, but you can still do that just by popping out the rivets. You just drill them and then reset them. But yeah, I think it's a great pipe. FMF's always came through with the great products, and I like supporting American made. We're not putting on this old girl. We're putting it on this young buck, Sadie. So stay tuned. All right, let's get this stalker off and get this freshie on. I use this hook tool. I got a set of these like kind of dental tools that I don't know if they're dental tools, but whatever they are. And this one works really nicely for getting the springs off. You can buy that giant T-handle that they sell at the motor shop, but it just takes up space in the bag, man. Like, I like this. I just because it fits in like a screwdriver. It's nice and compact. And yeah, you just pop those out, we'll pull these screws out, and we're good to go. What's a 10 now? Why are they going to 10s? And that's an 8. Why? So apparently they changed this to a 10, and these are still an 8. It's kind of, I don't know about you guys, but it's kind of annoying to just change between tools. I don't see an advantage. So this, they're not using that separate piece that hinges, like in this, on the 17, see how it was back here, moved around? Now it's mounted straight to that plate. I kind of liked having that adjustment because I bend my pipe so much. It's hard to fit it on, so it's nice to have that vertical adjustment, which I'm not seeing here. So, interesting. And this one, not seeing any hinging either. Is that a new piece? So it used to be down here, and this hinged on the 17, but this 19, kind of, you come in from this side, which is interesting. I can't get my T-handle in there. Well, I kind of can, but you can't twist it very much. That's super annoying. But knowing me, this pipe's gonna bend way back anyway, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. So we're just gonna pull the silencer off. And that should slide out. And we'll see how this comes out. So this is the stalker. Pretty light. The FMF's a little bit heavier, but I think that's an advantage because these things, you just fold like soda pop cans. And, it's like, I did not put this bike down, but I think it fell over in the wind and it might have dented right there. It's super weird. Just, yeah, not even a quarter of an hour and there's already a big dent on it. So this one's supposed to be there for clearance. All right, so on my 17, I totally crumbled the stock ones. I put holes in it. It was leaking, dented everywhere, bent all over the place. And I put this SRT one on. This is a really cheap pipe. It's really affordable. But as you can see, I've got a lot of dents going on. It held up better than the stock one, that's for sure. And I'm not sure if there's any performance in the style of it. It might just be a clone of the stock, but a little bit thicker material. But as you can see, it's got quite a bit of dents. Not too bad, not as bad as the stock one. But I'm going with the FMF this time around, and this is just such a more high quality pipe. I think I want to say it's thicker, and just how they designed it should kind of give more performance out of the bike. So I'm looking forward to trying this pipe out. I had a factory fatty on my 2016 250XC, and that was a great pipe. I loved it. So we're gonna try the Gnarly out. So I was just talking to my roommate Cobb about why I don't run a pipe guard and why I'm not gonna run one on this bike. And the idea is that when you hit your pipe, you want it to dent in to take the impact, opposed to putting all that pressure on the head up here and cracking your head. So, you know, in theory, a pipe is cheaper than a new head. Probably a lot less work too. What that reminded me of is that I need to put on the flange protector. And that just slides in right here. and adds in additional support so that you don't crack the flange on your head. As you can see here, it's installed. I think that takes a lot of abuse. Alright, so that flange protector is super easy to install. If you guys want to support us, hit up shop.trailbound.co and pick up one of these and protect your head. So now let's get on to getting that FMF going. So I'm going to put on this copper RTV gasket maker around this, and that'll help seal it so so you don't lose any so you're not losing smoke out of that. It'll just help it seal up really nice. So you just spread a little bit on and you're good. All right, let's see how this FMF fits. Oops. Oh yeah, that's nice. Non-dented, non-bent pipe, just fits right in. That's great. Look at that. That is looking nice. FMF Gnarly. With the flange protector. That looks a lot better than this guy. Alright, so here's the stock pipe with no spark arrestor. Here's the FMF Turbinecore 2 with the integrated spark arrestor. And even with the spark arrestor, I want to say they're pretty even. The FMF might be a little bit lighter. This mounting looks a little bit higher. It looks like on the KTM one, it's quite a bit higher. So we'll see if that works or not. So it's looking like it's lining up just fine. Let's see about this one. Lined up good. It's looking really nice and clean. It's actually got a nice, almost feels like there's a little bit of better handhold right here. I like to pick up the bike by the pipe right here and move it around instead of, you could use the tugger strap, but this is kind of nice and low. If you're doing that and then you can pick it up on your leg. It feels a little bit better than this one. Alright guys, well that wraps up the first part of this build series. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys run, the Gnarly or the Fatty? And also, do you run the Turbinecore 2 or the 2.1 on your two-strokes? And let me know why, I'd be curious to know. This is what I did, so this is what we're gonna run. We'll see how she holds up. Check back in on Instagram at TrailboundCo. Subscribe to our YouTube and hit that little bell so you get notifications when the next video comes in. I'm gonna try to do a whole series on the different parts and modifications that I do this 2019 to get it diamond ready. All right, we'll see you guys on the trail.